Many animals are quite cooperative for blood collection from the jugular vein, as it sometimes actually requires less restraint than other techniques. It is very important in this procedure that the animal is still and not struggling. The person holding the dog or cat is responsible for keeping the animal still, while the technician drawing blood will typically hold off the vein, draw blood, and apply gentle pressure to prevent bleeding or the formation of a hematoma. While most animals do not resent this method of blood collection, it can still be helpful to have a third person to help distract the pet. This method of restraint is typically the same for dogs and cats as long as they are being cooperative. Dogs may be restrained in standing, sitting, or sternal recumbency for jugular venipuncture. For large dogs, if standing or sitting on the floor, the restrainer may need to straddle the dog's body. The venipuncturist will need a syringe with needle, alcohol, and blood tubes to perform this task. The size of syringe and needle and blood tube types depends on the samples needed. The venipuncturist will occlude the vein by placing digital pressure in the thoracic inlet. The venipuncturist should palpate and/or visualize the vein. Then, alcohol is squirted lightly over the area, or the area is swabbed with alcohol-soaked gauze or cotton. With the dominant hand, the needle is inserted, bevel up, at approximately a 20 to 40 degree angle into the vein, dependent on the depth of the vein. The needle should be inserted completely in the vein if possible to provide additional stability. There will be a flash of blood in the hub of the syringe, and the venipuncturist can slowly and steadily draw back on the syringe plunger to collect the blood sample. Upon completion, the samples are transferred to blood tubes.